What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. I hope y'all are having a good weekend. Walker. Yeah. Willie B. Cat. What's good, guys? How are y'all? Happy Saturday? Man, it's fucking cold, dog. Cold as hell today. I'm fucking... Well, no, feel fine. It's just... the digits. Fucking sucks. What's good, Jeff? What, you having a bad day? Or are you in pain again? I think pain for you is a bad day. I'll be there one day. I feel like I kind of am. My body always hurts. Dude, the mountains? Where in the mountains? Colorado? Fuck. I think we talked about this. At least you can go snowboarding. I think snowboarding is fun as fuck. I'm not the best at it, but I can stay up on the board and, like, navigate and shit. I can stop, too. Great. Okay. Ugh. Fuck, man. Have you ever been so cold that you just, like, take a shower? Just to get your body warm because nothing's doing it? Jackets, fucking double socks, double up on sweatpants. You got 4 hoodies on. Dog, I've been so cold before, I just hopped in the shower. Didn't even clean myself. Just turned on the hot water and sat there. Until my body fucking thawed out. It's like, I might do that later, so I brought it up. Rough, dude. Yo, whoever requested that one song by 1OK Rock, the Monster Hunter song, I appreciate that. Would love to visit Pearl Harbor. Hey, if I go one day, do you want me to take you guys with me? Like, I'll stream it while I'm there, and just because I would love to go too. And in the future, I feel like I might have the time to do it. Take y'all with me. A lot of photos, a lot of videos, and then fucking do some streaming from there. If I can, if they let me. If it turns out to be like, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything. Mysterious, what's good? Captain Z, how goes it? Here in the future, and when I say the future, I mean like within the next 5 years, I plan on doing a little bit of traveling. Not overseas, but just like, you know what I'm gonna do here in a couple of years? I plan on going and visiting individually each and every single one of my best friends from the military. McCoy, Tinkham, Mr. Joseph Toth, and then Adams. I have to find Adams. I think that fucker is in Texas. My boy Dominoski, he's in Colorado. Here in the future, I plan on making individual trips to go see all of them. And just catch up. Have a good time. Alright. Let me pull up. Well, I don't have to pull up Discord yet, really. I don't need I do need my glasses. I want to see Fort Drum. In the Philippines? Fort Drum exists in the... Yeah, Jeff, it's across the water, but you know what I mean. Oh, Christian, what's good? Alright, there is something here that I can just straight up go ahead and click on. Right here, Nikki MGTV. Navy sailor brags about being kicked out. That's not good. I mean, I guess we've seen people. I guess we've seen people brag about that before, and it's a female too. So, what did you get kicked out for? Females get so much. When the hammer of UCMJ swings, it swings heavier for the males than it does for the females, from what I've noticed. So, what did you even get kicked out for? To begin with. Were you hoeing? Fraternization will get you. Yeah, it's not a good look because if you couldn't make it in the military, what employer is going to take a chance on you? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've ever bragged about getting terminated from anything. I mean, I think the only regards that I can be somewhat, not even braggadocious, but just like happy about like being terminated, like all the annoying bitches I've dated back in the day that broke up with me. Fucking thank you, ladies. Y'all did me a massive favor. Otherwise, I think I would have stuck it out with y'all's annoying asses. Because I'd be like that. So thank you for doing me that fucking favor. Because, looking back on that, appreciate the breakup. Holy shit. I've never been to Fort Drum. And I gotta be completely honest with you, I don't wanna. I have no interest in seeing drum. I have no interest in seeing that very many military installations, but you know what I do want to do, on top of like going to see my friends whenever I start doing that, I do want to go to like other branches installations. As a ex-army guy, can I get into a Air Force base if I have my ID? I don't know. But that would be cool if I could get into like Air Force bases or like Marine camps. If I ever found myself in California, that's probably the only thing I would do. Is I would go to. Is that Camp Pendleton? I don't find myself going to California for any reason because I don't think any of my military friends live in California. But if I did, the only thing I could see myself doing is going to one of the Marine bases. Fat Files on Five Guys? Five Guys is the shit. I'm down to watch that. The only thing not so awesome about Five Guys is, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of feel like we're all in the same fucking tax bracket here. Five Guys is fucking expensive. I don't know about you, but that's why I rarely eat there. Man, like once in a blue, and it's so good. I love it, dude. If I could afford to eat it every day, I mean, I'd eat it every day until I got tired of it, but can't afford to do that. Wait, Captain Z, what are you talking about? It's not a Fort Drum's not a military base? Is that what you're telling me? I feel like it is, and it's in New York. But if there's another one that's called Fort Drum, then sure. It's a concrete bunker? Gotcha. He did a video about the bunker? Okay. Alright. Let's see. How it felt when... I don't know what CMC is in the Navy. How it felt when CMC said he don't know if he wants to send me to my new command because of my charges, and he'd be embarrassed at DRB. Oh, so your leadership. doesn't know if he wants to send you to. Well, yeah, if you're a turd, I wouldn't want to send you anywhere because the unit that you get sent to, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, "Hey, who sent you here? Oh, Sergeant so and so? Okay. Hey, Sergeant, what the fuck is the matter with you, dog? Why would you send us this defective piece of shit?" That's what would happen. That's why he doesn't want to do anything for you. Because when you do shit for people in the military and you stick your neck out for them and they end up showing their ass, guess who they look at? You. It's not always the case anywhere else, but in the military, that's exactly how it goes. You vouch for somebody or stick your neck out or whatever the fuck, or give them an opportunity, and they squander it, they're going to look at you. What? Why? Could have given this to anybody else. You gave it to a turd, right? So. All we can afford is the fries? Yeah, dude. And realistically, if you go to Five Guys, you could probably get away with just getting fries because they fill the whole bag, bro. They don't skimp on the fries. Kind of crazy. I've never seen a restaurant give you that much. They're like the burger joint equivalent of like fucking Shogun or something. You know how like you always leave with so much rice? Yeah, you always leave with so many fries. And it's just like, and it's kind of a shame too, because this is exactly what happens, right? You go to Five Guys, you get your burger, you get the fries, you eat the burger, you eat a little bit of the fries. By that point, you're probably like me, you're probably full, and you're thinking to yourself, "I'll eat these fries later." No, you won't, because they're gonna taste like fucking ass. No one likes soggy old fries, and you can't heat them up because that's even worse. At best, if you're lucky, you have an air fryer, you can redo that shit and get something out of it. But aside from that, that's just a complete whole fucking waste. You might as well just give it to your dog. That's fantastic, Christian.
Shit is embarrassing. Got people thinking you a part of my fucking program and you doing shit like that, you're disqualified the fastest way.
They randomly stop me on the quarter deck and say you're on restrictions type shit, but they really tackle me. Look up like I got a bruise on my arm. They try to stop me, all that shit. This Navy never stopped me, so keep with me. Bye, y'all.
You're exhausting.
Let's
all this shit right here. Fucking. You're exhausting. Oh god. And you're always on social media. And you're always making videos. And yeah, I can see why you're drawing attention to yourself. And that's something they teach you in basic training. It's something that they inadvertently teach you because you start to learn very, very quickly that if motherfuckers don't know your name, they can't scream at you. If they don't look in your direction, they're not going to tell you to do push-ups, right? Out of sight, out of mind. But you decided that you wanted to be the main character in all of this right here. Quite possibly act like a jackass. So yeah, this is whatever your penance is, you deserve.
Let's make this girl a little more famous, because if you guys missed that video, it has almost 200,000 likes on how she was being kicked out of the military.
Oh,
now,
we haven't seen
that. It appears that the ship and where she was stationed at, there's people that have wrote me and were like, "Dude, your video is the talk of the town." And I'm like, yeah, obviously. But to find out she had a lot of other issues that were even deeper than what we showed on that video is insane. And I don't know if being...
I didn't see the original video. I don't know. I don't even know her charges, but we're just going to continue.
Kicked out of the military isn't necessarily a flex.
It's not. Yeah, but girl, see, in my head, I was the same way, kind of. Oh, dude, can't wait to just get back to the civilian world. Don't have to wake up to do PT. Don't have to. Girl, I'm telling you, there's so many things that the military offers you, not just in the long run, but just day to day that you get used to. And when it's gone, okay.
And here she says, me getting kicked out knowing I never had to get OC sprayed, which is like pepper sprayed, but worse.
Okay, that's not that bad. Pepper spray. Jesus. Did they not go through the gas chamber and whatever Navy basic training is? Do y'all not do the gas chamber in Navy basic training? I mean...
Queen shit.
I never got pepper sprayed either, but that wasn't part of my MOS. That in the army, that's more of like a MP thing. So, how I walked back on the boat after people got views by posting. Yeah, dude, you're just a fucking attention whore, is what it is. You're an attention whore. You're dramatic. You're loud. You probably talk back, honestly, to your superiors, and not in the way that I talk back. I had a rhyme and a reason for every time that I showed my ass. You are just out here living like you're just like a free college kid, just like living my best life. Just sucks that I have to wear this fucking uniform. And yeah, you're acting like this is just a vacate. You're not treating this like a job at all. If you're not going to treat it like a job, the Navy's not going to treat you like a sailor. So, yeah, have fun with whatever charges you have, man.
She also says how I walked back on the boat after people got views by posting videos of me. Also, let's kind of take you with your two hats this way, because obviously you're making fun of regulations and whatever else, and you really don't care about military service. Imagine even doing this at McDonald's.
You've done a hell of a lousy job. You're late. You're fired. Get out of here.
Let's just be honest, to some degree, that, you know, you're going to have a tough time handling even being on time, doing your job, whatever else. And that is no...
Because, dude, one thing I took for granted when I was in the service is that when you're in the military, there is always going to be someone behind you saying, hey, we got to be here. We got to be there. We got to be there at that time. This is what we're wearing tomorrow. This is where we have to be. This is the training we're doing. Make sure, hey. You're always going to have people reminding you in the service, whether it be a high-ranking person, a semi-high-ranking person, or even like one of your own battle buddies. Like, hey, Falcon, remember, 0530, don't be late, because if I have to do one more fucking push-up, extra one, because someone's late, I'm whooping their ass, right? In the military, you always have that. You don't have that in the civilian world. Once you get out there, and you look young, which means you probably joined right out of high school. I don't think you've had a real job a day in your life. I don't think. You look very young, right? You leave the service, go out in the civilian world, you don't have anybody looking after you. You don't have anybody reminding you. You don't have anyone looking out for you and your best interest because it directly affects them. No, they don't give a fuck. You don't show up, bye. No sweat off their back, they're still getting paid. So hindsight kicking in for me, man, like
secret. But let's roll into the next clip, as some people think that military service should be for everybody. And remember this girl, for example.
I would advocate for if I...
It should not be for everybody, dog, because I'm sorry, but I'm not about to sit in a goddamn formation for 9 hours past 1700 because of a dumbass. That's it. Because of someone that doesn't want to be there, someone who doesn't want to be on time, someone who doesn't want to show up in the right uniform, someone who doesn't want to do like. And guess who's also gonna get in trouble? Me. I'll have to do push-ups for you. I'll have to run for you. I'll have to show up early because of you. No, fuck that. We should not have forced service. If it comes to a time where World War III breaks out, bro, and we just need troops, or just like an insane, very unique situation transpires in this country and we need all hands on deck and we start fucking drafting, that's one thing. But to force it, fuck that. I don't want to play that game. I don't want to be on the battlefield with someone that doesn't want to be there because they don't care. And if they don't care, that's just, my life is in the balance with that, and fuck that. Nah, you start forcing people to do service, I am almost willing to bet that, at least in a combat setting, fratricide percentages go up. Blue on blue. I guarantee it. So, no. Whatever you're about to say, sir, is probably fucking stupid. So, let's hear what it is.
I had 5 minutes with the president. Would be mandatory national service.
Yeah, fucking stupid. No, shut the fuck up.
I think that there's so many young people who come out of high school who aren't quite ready for college, are a little bit lost, and that young people...
Oh, fuck, are you not ready for college right after high school? That's the best time to go. What do you mean? See, I knew you were stupid. Shut up.
Well, would very much benefit from 1 or 2 years of serving in the agency of something bigger than themselves, shoulder to shoulder with people from different ethnic, economic, sexual orientation backgrounds.
Sorry. I cannot stand in a formation next to a fucking Instagram addicted bimbo. I can't. I fucking can't. I detest this idea. Shut the fuck up, sir. You're stupid. I hope you see this.
Different geography, and it could be everything from military service to working at a no-kill dog shelter to being a smoke jumper to working in a national park to senior care, health care. But I think the best thing we could do, or one of the best things we could do for young Americans right now, is just show them how wonderful other Americans are and try and restore some of the connective tissue between Americans. 1 out of 2 people my age feel good or great about America. It's only 1 in 10 young people, and I think a way to create connective tissue would be national service.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. This is literally mandatory fun day, but on a massive scale. Sir, fuck you. On behalf of all of us, and the E4 Mafia. I hope the president shat on your fucking idea.
Legislation in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, a great society, civil rights, etc.
I can't, bro. He's too retarded for me to continue to listen to this. Sorry. Fucking sorry. Nah. This is the face of a buffoon. Low IQ, short bus as fuck. No. Stop it. And fuck your feelings. Oh, it'll just connect Americans more if we all have to serve. Blah, 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 blah. That's fucking dumb. No. Don't care.
Oh, yes. We all raised our right hand and said, we will support and defend the Constitution and America, foreign enemies. You know, the words, the key words. This is all cloud fluff awesome. You see the best of Americans. I can say yes, but then I've also seen the worst of Americans. And I'm like, wait. So you raised your hand, signed some papers, went to do a duck walk in your underwear, had somebody check your butthole out, and now we're sitting here and you can't even show up on time when you said you wanted to be here? Oh, I mean, I think service is great. I do think service can help a lot of people, and we've had a lot of good come from veterans, but...
Sure, but it shouldn't be forced, and the only veterans I've ever seen forced were the ones that were on the verge of becoming criminals. I served with some of them. Go to war or go to jail. That's it. And in a way, it's kind of forced. Slightly, right? And I don't even think they do that anymore. But... no, like that doesn't make any sense. Like I could understand national service if our numbers were dwindling so low that we couldn't afford to assault multiple fronts around the world like we can. Guys, we could go to war with multiple countries at the same time right now if we wanted to. Between 3 and 4 countries, we could go to war with between 3 or 4 simultaneously, right? If our numbers ever dip to the point where we couldn't even afford to go to war with one country, let alone defend ourselves, fire up the national service. But until then, no, bro, no. That is the worst idea I've ever heard. It is. I don't want to fight with those fucking people. I want to fight with the people that want to be there. And no. That would just clog the process, too. Make MEPS a fucking nightmare.
Look at this as like, everybody should serve in the military. I'm like, oh,
no,
not really.
No.
And when everyone's like, we're going to have a draft. Oh my God. I'm like, dude, I have a hard time dealing with people that said they wanted to be here. So when I have to train or somehow think of the idea of...
That's so true. I didn't even think about that. I serve with people that, dog, ooh. I hated their very essence. Couldn't stand them, man. I don't even think a word exists for the amount of hatred I had for some of these motherfuckers, because it's just like, dog. But I dealt with it. Because at the end of the day, I knew that they were going to have my back when it came down to it, if the bullets start flying. Some of these other motherfuckers, I could feel the very same way, but they're useless. So now, I hate them, but I'm also in more danger. No one wants to do that. No one wants to play that game. You're adding dumbass variables to a problem that's already been solved. We got it. We're good. America is secure. We made sure of it. You're welcome. Now, no, go away.
People that don't even want to be here, it's going to be even harder. Talking about people serving as veterans, it seems like this Army veteran that just recently retired has made
Hold on.
as veterans. It seems like this Army veteran that just recently retired has made a big fuss about their experience at the VA because it looks like there's a bigger energy, war going on where how many years did you serve? What war were you in? As we know, the military likes to do is someone always had it tougher than you.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And we'll find out where the fuck she's going with this. Dude looks like a nerdy Pete Davidson. Cool.
Year career. While exiting my 20-year career, I'm at the VA, and I learned that a majority of the men wearing all the hats and the pins and the badges only have 4 to 6 years of service.
Yeah.
Not all, okay? But the people at the clinic told me that. Really? Okay. So years later, I'm at an establishment, and there's an elderly gentleman. He said, "Do you have a veteran discount?" And I said, "Oh, thank you for your service. I'm a veteran too. What branch did you serve?" He said, "Army." I said, "Me too." And he goes, "What war were you in?" Just like that. I said, OIF and OEF. And he goes, "Oh, that wasn't the good war." And I don't know what the fuck he said after that because I was so pissed. Because what war is a good war to be in?
From a man's perspective, the Vietnam War, lady. That's the war. That's the war we're all jealous of. Did a lot of people die? Sure. But there was so much goddamn glory. I would trade in being an Afghanistan vet to be a Vietnam vet in a heartbeat. Maybe I'm alive, maybe I'm not. But goddamn, that would have been the time. Instead of bumfuck Afghanistan looking for ghosts. Getting shot at by ghosts. Man, roaming, fucking just with our hands behind our backs half the time to where we couldn't even shoot back or engage the enemy. So, yeah, that is the good war. That's the best one. Guy's kind of a dick because I don't really feel like soldiers talk like that, but like I don't speak like that. I just like, if I find out you're a veteran, the most I'm going to ask you is, "Oh, dude, what unit?" "Oh, bet." I'm not even going to ask you if you deployed. Don't care. So it's like, "Oh, you're that. Oh, cool, man. Thanks for your service." That's it. I don't know. Half of this feels like a lie, and if it's not, then he's not wrong, man. I mean, yeah. Shit.
Not real wars? Like, is this really where we're at? Like, I thought veterans could love and appreciate anybody that's willing to take up the torch.
Yeah.
Like, we can't be like, let's be in constant war. Let's have.
And then what she said about like the VA, "Oh, the guys in here only have 4 to 5, 6 years of service." Well, yeah, ma'am, because a lot of us deployed 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking times. I get you did your deployments, but what did you actually do on these deployments, ma'am? Because not everyone's deployment is the same. I had friends that deployed with different units to the same fucking country, never got shot at once. Meanwhile, that was a daily occurrence for me. So, what did you do during your deployments? Because I would say that those guys with 4 to 5, 6 years of service that are in front of you at the VA probably deserve it more than you. They're probably more fucked up than you. So please, shut up. You.
Our legs almost blown off on a regular basis. I need to prove that I'm on the brink of death every second, including in basic training. Hell, even make it a war zone at MEP. Maybe that will filter more people out. I'm just like, whoa, we got to stop this bigger D energy here or there. We really do. By the way, I have to say, don't you love that Minnesotan accent? Play that clip again.
Said after that because I was so pissed.
That one, I mean, it just comes out when people are angry. It's so funny when people are angry, they result back to whatever their, or.
And I've had several conversations with Vietnam veterans. I've never had them say something like that to me. "Oh, you didn't really fight in the war, son. I fought in the big one. You don't know what war is. I was born in war, molded by it. Shit. Didn't see peace till I was almost a man. And by then, it was blinding. Dude, like, I've had several conversations with Vietnam veterans, and man, the vibe and the environment and the conversations that we had, at times they seemed more in awe of me than the other way around. But I was more in awe of them, and it was just weird that they talked to me like, and they spoke to me like I was doing something amazing, like I was doing something special. And it was confusing for me at the time because I was like, nah, man, not really, not compared to you. And then they would bring up all the shit that we have to deal with in Afghanistan that they never once had to deal with in Vietnam, and that they would probably not want to deal with in Vietnam. And once I saw their perspective and their way, I was like, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. You're still more of a badass than all of us, so it doesn't really matter what you say. But yeah, that's been the conversation. That's been the environment. That's been the whole... I've never had an interaction like what she just described, which leads me to believe, man, I feel like it's a fucking lie. I feel like she's lying. That's just me, though.
Version of dialect or whatever English they have. But I put it down to the fact, like, if you do 20 years, you have time to decompress. Like, whoa. My life is more than this.
68 Whiskey Mechanic? I think? No. Medic? I can't remember, dude. Excuse me. 2000 to 2004 OEF and OIF. Oh, dude. You deployed when I was in the... You deployed when I was a freshman in high school. An interesting little fact about freshman me. I thought the military was stupid. Even though my dad was in the service. When I was a freshman in high school, sophomore, junior, I was like, who in their right fucking mind would do that job on purpose? You couldn't even make me. Wouldn't you know it? John, what's good, man?
Yes. But for some reason, when you do a short stunt of it, it's like
I'll know what my medical stuff is either this month or next month, by the way, guys. You know how, like, I was dealing with lawyers for like 2 years. In case you guys don't know, in case you haven't been tracking, and I don't mention it much, but I finished the whole thing with my lawyers. I got my discharge upgraded. Everything's all good. I'm back to, I guess, somewhat of a honorable status within the service. So that means I actually get VA now for the first time since I left the service. It's been over 10 years. So I'm going to the doctor for the first time in like a week and a half. And then from there, I'll find out what it is, right? I'll be able to, yeah. I'm not overly excited to see a doctor. And I'm not overly excited about what he's going to tell me about my body. I feel like I take care of myself, but I've been reckless a time or two, and I've sustained a lot of injuries.
They double down or never actually decompress it, and they don't have that time to just see that, like, okay, this is not who I am. It's just a part of what I've done. But let's roll to the next clip, because people judge book by covers.
You can't fake your way through buds. I get thrown into a class, and there's this young Korean kid, true to the type, and he was just very soft-spoken. Stature wasn't overly impressive. And I just sort of made a snap judgment based off the kid's demeanor that I'm like, oh, this kid's not going to make it. I didn't pay attention, wasn't rude to him, was nothing but kind and respectful, but sort of discounted him. But his name is Dr. Johnny Kim. Made it through our buds class. We both went to SEAL Team 3 together. I watched the action where he was awarded the Silver Star, earned another Bronze Star for valor. Then the Navy said, we want to make you an officer, sent him to the University of San Diego, where he got a 3.98 in mathematics. Went on to Harvard to become an educated doctor. Jesus. And then somebody joked about submitting an application to NASA.
And this is the guy that you almost wrote off?
He didn't think it was a joke. He submitted one out of 18,000 applicants. He was one of 12 selected, and now an astronaut. I was so very wrong on my snap judgment of this young man. Now, not a young man anymore, but what we didn't know, and he didn't tell us until close to, I'd say, 17 to 20 years after, was that he faced a lot of adversity in life very abusive dad, alcoholic. I believe it was his junior year. He finally made a decision that he wasn't going to put up with it, stood up to his father, called the police. The police came to the house. The dad had not left the house. He'd went up into the attic. Johnny went into his room where the attic was located, saw that the door was slightly off kilter, told the police he thought his dad was in the attic. His father had a gun, and the police shot him naturally as he pointed the gun at
This is crazy because a lot of people look at Navy SEALs, and my experiences with most of them are they are not big stature. They look like the physique or
I mean, I've made a snap judgment about people before. We all do it. We're all guilty of it. The most brutal snap back to reality that I had, that I was like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have counted this person out, was when I was at Fort Stewart. We had this female, and she was cool as hell, man. She really was. But she was like, oh no, 5'5", 5'6", didn't look overly athletic in civilian clothes, just average body type. And in my head, I was like, oh dude, this girl's gonna get smoked around us in PT. Yeah. Well, come to find out, she was a god, man. She ran faster than me. She could run farther than me. She could do more push-ups than I could. She could do more sit-ups than I could. She could do everything that I could do times 10. I think the only female I ever met in the military like that. I would have taken that girl to combat with me any day of the week. The other ones, I would have told them to stay the fuck home. But yeah, that girl was on some different type shit. And I was like, oh, maybe I probably shouldn't have said anything or talk shit.
or build of like a swimmer, if I will say. And it's just not like yoked, you think, beyond belief. But now speaking to this, like Johnny Kim is kind of one of those people that is a legend that doesn't need to talk about being a legend because he went from like Navy SEAL, enlisted officer, like did all the things he said. And then now he's a NASA astronaut.
That's
like
wild.
The legend speaks for itself, and you never hear anything bad about it because it's like the dude is just doing. Right? Like, that's just what it is. He's not writing books. He's not doing podcasts.
No.
Like, maybe a few here or there. But it is not to the degree of, like, look at me. I'm the traditional, need to tell everybody about it. What I think most people would expect from a silent professional. And I will say for the trauma situation, it goes one of two ways. People that come from very bad home situations that join the military because socioeconomic status, trauma like Johnny Kim has suffered, they go either really good and they thrive in the military, and they use that as like, I just need a basic foundation to go in a good direction. Or it can be that they have no foundation and it's very hard to build off of, and that can still go down. It's very crazy, very divisive. I'm not saying that's always the case. It's just what I see happen a lot of times.
Unfortunately, I met this guy in the service. It was first deployment. We were in Afghanistan, chilling in the tent. And I'm just, what I used to do, I get bored, dude. So like when I get bored, I talk, and I just talk to, I talk to my friends, just or fuck with them, right? So I was just going around talking to people, fucking with people, and came across him, and I was like, "Yo, dude, so what are you doing for leave?" And he says, "Oh, I'm going." I think he said he was going to like Qatar, or he wasn't going back to America. He was going to some other country for leave. And I was like, "Oh, you got family there?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Where's your family?" He's like, "I don't have any." I was like, "What do you mean?" He said, "I'm an only child and my parents died when I was young. That was it." I was like, "Foster parents?" He's like, "They're dead." I was like, "Aunts, like nothing, grandparents? Obviously they're probably dead too, right?" Yeah. So he didn't go home. He didn't go back to the States, man. That dude, his home was wherever his unit was. That's it. That was his family, whoever he worked with. That's who he called friends. That's who he called family. That's what he did. He had no one to go home to at all. So he just didn't go home. He didn't go back to America. I do want to say he went to like Qatar or some shit. I don't know what he did. We didn't hang out like that. We weren't all that close. So I don't know his like habits, but All right. Oh. What are good luck. I'll keep some hairs crossed for you. I appreciate it, Doc. I don't know. I don't know what it'll be, but I mean, I did sustain my fair. Did you? Speaking of injuries and like, did you guys? Do you guys know that I got injured 4 days into my military career? 4 days. 4, man. Obviously, I went to basic training. I get off the bus. I go into like this building. We sit in like this room. They give us these packets. They're giving us all this instruction. Blah blah. Be here. Blah blah. All this stuff. The shit that they tell you during in processing, and they usually stay in processing for like, I want to say a week. Sometimes it could go sooner. Sometimes it's exactly at a week. For us, it was exactly at a week that we spent in processing, because we finished in processing and then they put us in these barracks as like holdovers until our drill sergeants were ready to receive us, right? And so we finished in processing. Takes like a day, 2, 3. We go to CIF, do all the stuff, right? And like on day 4, I don't know what happened, dog, but they were like, we got formation downstairs, and I put on all my stuff, tied my boots, walked out the door, and that's all I remember. And I wake up in the hospital, and like the whole left side of my face is just fucking like, it's like the skin is kind of like gone. I look like y'all ever seen Dark Knight? Harvey Dent, Two-Face. I look like that, really. And I think the first question out of my mouth, because I was in so much pain when I regained consciousness, and I regained consciousness, and the doctor is scraping gravel out of my face. Apparently, I fell. Right, it was the ice storm that year in Kentucky, and apparently I fell and like hit some stairs, and then went down and hit concrete, and then hit gravel. They're scraping dirt, gravel, rocks out of my face, and I think the first thing I say to the doctor is like, "Hey, doc, give it to me straight. Don't bullshit me. How are my teeth?" He's like, "Oh, your teeth are fine, man. It's just like the whole left side of your face is completely fucked." I was like, "That's fine. I can absolutely live with that." So yeah, I think I got discharged that day. They put me on bed rest. I spent the remainder of my time in processing in bed, which they allowed me to do. And yeah, on day 7, drill sergeants came. "Soldier, what happened to your face?" "I fell, drill sergeant." "Yeah, that's what they all say, huh? Fell, walked into a door, huh? Who hurt you, soldier?" "Nobody. Nobody, drill sergeant." "Soldier, I can't protect you if you don't tell me who did this to you." I was like, "Drill sergeant, I will fuck somebody up if they try to do this shit to me. It was not, I fell." He's like, "Okay, but..." It took him a while to believe me. He asked around too. He asked my battle buddies. My battle buddies told me that like he came up to them after the fact a couple days later and asked them, "Is he telling the truth or did he get jumped?" "No, he really did fall. We saw him." I was like, "Thanks for looking out, drill sergeant, but it's fine. You really think I'd forget if someone did this to me?" And when I came to in the hospital, dog, they were asking me questions like, "Who's the president?" "Didn't know." "What's your name?" "Didn't know." "Do you know where you are?" "No." And then they told me that I was in basic training, and I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're in the army." I was like, "No." And then finally it came back to me, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah. I remember. Saw my recruiter a couple days ago." Makes sense. It was a wild time, man. 4 days in, and I already had like a crazy head injury and lost time, lost memory, lost everything. And again in AIT, I fell, cracked my head open, had to get it stapled in 4 places. Yeah, dude, I got injured so much before I deployed. Isn't that some shit? A lot of people, they deploy, get injured there. Nope, not me. I mean, I did get injured there too, but man, I got injured so much and so drastically. I bled from my head a lot whenever I cut it open too. At least that's what they told me. They couldn't even like clean that shit up with like a rag. They had to get like a whole mop and bucket. I was like, good God. That's crazy. All right. Bro, I legit forgot what the fuck we were doing. Sounds like me waking up just straight up. Oh no, that usually happens when I lose consciousness like that. I'm used to it though. Because of my epilepsy, I'm used to waking up and not having any memory whatsoever. Just because of that. That's not a common thing for me to just like wake up and have no memory. It usually happens after like a head injury, which dog, I've had so many. It's actually worrisome how many head injuries I've actually had, and I'm gonna go see this fucking doctor soon. Okay. I don't want to pull up. Well, I could pull up. Yeah, I'll pull up Discord. Oh. No, we gotta check this. Is that the one you were talking about? Captain Z, the one by Fat Electrician? We can also watch some Fat Files too. I'm down to watch that Fat Files on We'll go with this one first. The Fat Electrician one, then we'll do Fleekazoid. Are we still shitting on Black Ops 7? Because, I mean, that's fun and everything, but you can only beat a horse so many times. Or dead horse, anyway. Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, we watched this. You might not remember. I do. Yeah. Fort Drum. Yeah. I just didn't... You said Fort Drum, and I don't immediately think of the bunker out in the middle of the fucking ocean. That... Yeah, I always think of the military installation. But yeah. Seen it. Okay. Well, I mean... And them getting destroyed by a game made by 3 people. I mean... It's Black Ops 7, Vince. What isn't currently destroying them at the moment? You know what I mean? And if that's the case, we got like 10,000 videos to watch because there's over 10,000 things that are better than fucking Black Ops 7. So like, this video could literally be about any game, not even Silksong, whatever it is, because Black Ops 7 is that fucking bad. I'll stomp on it one more time, Vince, and then after this, it can still be by Fleekazoid, but pick a different topic. We can only shit on Black Ops 7 so much, and my apathy is so strong that it's almost difficult to Terminator, what's good? Terminator, don't think that because I'm watching a video that is gaming that I want to watch anything gameplay related or anything that resembles the type of video that you requested last time. Do you understand? Do you know what I mean? I really, truly hope you're tracking because that Monster Hunter video was not for me. It was not. It was way too long. It was boring as shit. I've played the game. I feel like that video was just nothing more than a masterclass in editing. That's all. Because there was I don't watch those types of videos, nor do I enjoy them on it. Like, do you know what I mean? I fucks with gaming, just not that type of gaming video. And especially for a game that I've already played that I currently am not playing at the moment. I hope we're on the same page.
Ruined everything for the AAA gaming industry. Why would I sell my kidneys to buy Borderlands 4?
Oh, it's not good. Thank you. I thought this was gonna be about Black Ops 7. Thank you for the variety.
When Silksong is only $20. How is Vampire the Masquerade's gonna charge 3 Silksongs for the base game and then 1.5 Silksongs for the cut content when they forgot the most important parts? Vampire the Masquerade is masquerading as Vampire the Masquerade. It's just that simple, folks. How is Sharded Space gonna ask me to empty my wallet for an empty DLC? I'm not paying $30 to be depressed by Todd Howard's downfall. I'm curing it using code bail money to buy.
Damn, son. I think the last thing I bought was yesterday. For some odd reason, I had 900 V-Bucks, I guess, either left over from the last Battle Pass that I bought a couple of months ago, or just like those V-Bucks accumulated from like me doing tasks and missions like that. And I was like, oh, let me see what's in this Battle Pass. And I saw that it was Marty McFly. And I was like, bet, let's see how many more V-Bucks I need just to get this one thing, right? 49 cents, because that's how much I needed. And on Fortnite, you can spend the exact amount that you need. You don't have to buy $24 worth of currency to use only half of that currency. You can just buy exactly how much you need. So it cost me 49 cents for that Marty McFly skin. I was pretty pleased. I was like, that's a deal, man. You can't get that anywhere else. Anyways.
Some big titty body pillows. There are 2 immutable facts in life. Labubus are demons sent from hell to claim our souls, and the AAA gaming industry is always looking for a new way to fuck us. But where they've made an art form out of overcharging and under-delivering, Silksong undercharges and over-delivers, which is why in the first week of its release, the population of Greece has already bought Silksong, and half of Bungie is gone. Hey, remember not to over-deliver on that next job application. Give me some. Oh, he got.
Oh, it came out today. Actually, I learned this today, and I think it was news today that whatever lawsuit Bungie had with whatever artwork they misappropriated for their game Marathon has all been settled. So now that that's been settled, they can get to making a trash ass game because no one, and I mean no one, asked for another extraction shooter. And if you're going to play an extraction shooter, why would you not play Tarkov? This doesn't make any fucking sense. So, yeah, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing Marathon. Don't give a fuck. That's hell no. And I'd rather lick a dead skunk's asshole before I get back on Destiny 2.
A promotion. Silksong is mopping the floor with almost every AAA release this year. Friend Slop, Todd Slop, Hell Slop, Idler Slop, name a slop that's come out recently. This slop is blowing it out.
I mean, what do you mean, dog? I've heard that some of these games are actually fire. Like Helldivers 2 did numbers, was actually pretty good. A lot of people play. I mean, all-time peak a year and a half ago, 450,000. 69,000 currently. I mean, that's still respectable. They'll probably hover around 69, between 69 and 40K for the next couple of years, given updates. And every time there's an update, that's going to spike, right? And then I've heard good things about Expedition 33.
Hell Slop, Idler Slop.
Oh, okay, I don't know Bongo Cat, but hold on.
Almost every AAA release this year. Friend Slop, Todd Slop.
Wait.
Song is mopping the floor with almost every AAA release this year. Friends.
Elden Ring? How is that slop? What? I don't. Game of the Year. I like game. I haven't played Elden Ring yet, but I've played games like it, and I saw gameplay. I watched people play it. It looked good to me. I don't know what's going on. I get that maybe you're just making a case for this game, how it's just like blowing all of this stuff out of the water, and I get it. But like, you also have to remember that Among Us also blew people out of the water and was doing numbers. What is Among Us doing right now? Silksong just strikes me as one of those games that it catches quick popularity for like a brief second, and then it's gone. That's it. No more. We've seen that so many times with a lot of these games that like popular streamers, they all play it like Fall Guys. Remember Fall Guys? What? How long did that stay in the conversation? Well, it stayed in the conversation until Tim the Tapman finally fucking beat it, and then everyone forgot about fucking Fall Guys. No one gives a fuck about Fall Guys. You ask someone about Fall Guys today, what? You fucking nerd. No, so like, I don't even know what we're talking, but I get it. You're trying to. These games don't last though. That they don't. They're popular for, I don't know, 30 minutes in the grand scheme of things, and then we're back to the slop. I don't know.
Slop, Todd slop, Hill slop, Idler slop, name a slop that's come out recently. This slop is blowing it out. Italian slop? People don't want to see old Italians selling spicy ragu. They want a naked stick figure. The numbers don't lie. There are almost 600,000 players playing this. That's more players than Concord, if you can believe it. Silksong is winning so bigly that it crashed Steam, Nintendo, and PlayStation, proving that no one knows.
Okay, and I mean, that's great, but remember when people were saying the exact same thing you're saying about this game with the exact same enthusiasm about Call of Duty? You remember that. Surely you remember that, man. You're a gamer. You've probably been gaming for as long as I have. Surely you remember that. Surely you remember the people that said the exact same things with the same energy about Call of Duty, and look where Call of Duty is now. I mean, it's all good, man, but like, I don't typically look at these games that capture fire for 5 days as the benchmark or the status quo or the bar for gaming, but
owns an Xbox. But until a week ago, I had no clue what the hell a Silksong even was, so I went to investigate its success, and immediately things started making sense.
oh, yeah. I mean, but I can see that on Warframe. And Warframe's free. How much does this game cost? Is it free? Got some big booty bitches up in Warframe, dog.
You don't see this happening with those West Coast games, do you? Fun fact, despite making up 2% of the states in America.
Oh, it's $20. Warframe's free. And if you get the Ember heirloom skin, oh my god. That ass is fire. No pun intended. Ass for days.
California makes up over 50% of the job layoffs in the gaming industry. Maybe they commit more crimes.
Over 50% of the job cuts in video games are in California. It's probably why the games were so fucking terrible. It's Californians making them. I see the type of shit y'all believe, and I definitely see the type of shit that y'all cheer. Weird.
Up over 50% of the job layoffs in the gaming industry. Maybe they commit more crimes. These people will make thirst traps out of anything. That thing is...
Bro, you should get... I mean, I haven't played Warframe in like a year, but I played the shit out of it. Like, I made it to Mastery rank 28 in like less than a year. I was fucking grinding, bro. And then I took a break, played some other games, and forgot to go back. It's not that I don't like it, not that I got burnt out. I didn't get bored. I just got burnt out. I was like, oh, I need to play something else. I'm waning here. And then I just played so much stuff that I forgot to go back. But eventually I will go back. You should, dude. It's so good.
A bug, yet they still won't draw your games. Now it goes without saying, a few fan-animated projects is not the only reason why this game succeeded. For the last 8 years, every unemployment check has come with a free copy.
Like, and I'm gonna be honest, I get that this game might be popular. Look at the numbers. Obviously, people like it. This just does not look like anything I would play, guys, at all. This don't look appealing to me whatsoever. I would play this on my phone. You got me fucked if you think I'm about to spend $20 to play this on my PC. This looks like a free mobile game. And I would probably play this on my phone, but man, going out of my way for this, even if it was free, this isn't even my style of, you know, you like what you like, so, and you don't what you don't.
of Hollow Knight. Let that sink in. That's millions of people getting blue-balled for the last decade waiting for this, and when it finally got...
I'm gonna be playing with my homie tonight. I usually play with my homie, Terminated, because we only have so much time to squat up and play.
Announced, more loads were launched in that 5 minutes than in the entirety of World War II. And when all those people got the game on release, they could actually play it because it wasn't made with Unreal Engine 5. Thank God! Praise Jesus Christ is king! My computer can finally play a new release without getting hotter than the Earth's fucking core. You know why they call it Unreal Engine 5? Because it's 5 minutes between every crash. Hell, just look at Borderlands 4. They paid Conan the Barbarian millions of dollars to show everyone that this game runs like shit.
You crashed the game? How?
Don't worry though, Randy.
That's so strange. I'm not a Borderlands fanatic, but I am a gamer. And I just have a feeling that a lot of gamers are like me. Who gives a fuck about Conan O'Brien? Why is he there? Why is he playing the game? Why did y'all market it that way? Why are y'all using him to get players or to market the game or to get people to buy Borderlands 4? Fuck Conan O'Brien. He doesn't know shit about video games. That was just as embarrassing as when someone asked Stephen A. Smith about Pokemon. And he gave like the most milquetoast vanilla retarded answer. I like Charizard too, Stephen, but fuck man, the way you describe it makes me not even like Pokemon. Anyways.
As a real fan, I saw this, robbed a small local bank, and bought the Ultimate Edition immediately. The indie market continues to destroy AAA games because they keep making gameplay-focused games at reasonable prices. Peak, Schedule 1, now this. You would think AAA would take this as a lesson, but the only...
I'm not buying $80 games, guys, so in the future, because I am going to start streaming again, and I am going to update that PC, I'm not playing a game if it costs $80. I'm putting my goddamn foot down. There's so many games on top of so many free games that you can suck my ass front to back if you think I'm paying $80 for a motherfucking video game. And then you jackasses are going to have the nerve to tell me that I need to give you more money for another DL goddamn C? Oh, fucking content that should have come with the $80 goddamn purchase. What are we even buying? Huh? What are we even purchasing? Nothing. I'm not doing that. So in the future, I'm sorry. If y'all want me to play a game that costs $80, it's going to go unfucking played because I'm standing on principle with this. No.
Lesson they're gonna take from Peak is that the real key to success is locking 10 men in a...
I cannot believe people paid $80 for Black Ops 7. Or $70. Back in my day, video games were $59.99. And now the games suck even bigger fucking dick and cost more. Yeah, blow it out your ass, dog.
Basement in Korea and not letting them out until they've made a hit. Almost half of what I said there was true. Look it up. Oh, but when we lock people into a basement and force them to work for the bad guys. Sir, you didn't give them any food. Shut up, pimp! I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone sometimes. The indie devs are the ones taking 8 years so that they can release a full game, and the small, scrappy, up-and-coming billion-dollar company is...
Warframe Digital Extremes did a Kickstarter for themselves, and the gamers funded the fucking game. Developers today, what do? Activision, can you give us some breadcrumbs? We'll tickle your nutsack and everything. We'll give you our soul. We just need money. None of you motherfuckers even want to put any goddamn work anymore. I mean, fuck, dude. That's it. You sell your soul to a greedy goddamn publisher, and then you want to play the fucking victim and act like it's not your goddamn fault when the game fails. You got in business with retards that don't know fuck all about video games. Like, dog, it's... What makes me laugh, dude, is Bungie is the biggest... Oh, dude, they're the most guilty ones when it comes to this, right? For the longest time, they had people believing that it was Activision as to the reason as to why the game was shit. And then Activision leaves the picture, right? Because Activision is actually a toxic fucking leech on some of these goddamn games. All of the games, actually. So they remove Activision out of the equation. Oh, what you know it. The problem wasn't Activision. The problem was actually fucking Bungie themselves, right? We just thought it was Activision, right? Because they're easy to blame. They're the biggest entity, right? And they own everything. But no, it was Bungie being stupid too, right? So remove Activision, Bungie's still stupid. So what does Bungie do in all their infinite wisdom when they decided to go independent, right? They decided, oh, this is too hard. We're having to do a lot of work here without a publisher. Yeah, sorry guys. We did say that we're gonna work like really, really hard, and this is like a new beginning for Bungie, and that we're working for the players and exactly for the players, and there's no more strings on me, right? And then what do? You go and get in bed with motherfucking Sony. Game's dead. You went from one devil to another. Yeah, what you basically just you got kidnapped by one person and escaped and then went into the arms of another kidnapper. Dumb, bro. Dumb. Meanwhile, Digital Extremes funded themselves, bro. And if they can do it, y'all can do it. But no, creatively bankrupt and fucking lazy. I'm done.
The one launching into early access. The fuck? Luckily, just when I start to think I'm losing my goddamn mind, they go and add microtransactions.
I already lost my goddamn mind, man. That's why, like, I play free games. Dog, I play mobile games. And say what you will about mobile games and gacha games. Guess what? You don't have to spend money if you don't want to. You can grind your life away. You can grind for the next 4 fucking years and finally get that one goddamn legendary and not spend a penny. Whereas in current modern day gaming, AAA gaming, quad A gaming, they charge you for everything. One of these days, I'm not going to be surprised if they just charge you just to launch the goddamn game. 25 cents, please, like a fucking arcade.
To a closed alpha, and my world makes sense again. Which leads me to my next point.
I've already descended into madness about this topic. I'm gonna try to reel it back because I'm kind of just like, whew, but it triggers me, bro, because this is like this is a passion of mine. It's a hobby. I've been gaming a long time, bro. It's something I enjoy. It's something I like, and I've been driven away from it. It's almost like, I don't know.
It's not just that Silksong is $20. It's that it's actually $20. There isn't cut content sold back to me. There isn't cut content used like a lure to bring me back to the game. Like, you go look at that new skate game. Oh, we got exciting new content coming in Season 2 called Basic Functionality. These days, lower priced games aren't deals. They're honeypots. Hey, come stop by and play Destiny 2 for free today. Gotcha, bitch. You like trains, pimp?
Destiny 2 has the worst, and I mean worst, new player experience I've ever played. I'm a veteran player of Destiny 2. I put like 4,000 hours into that game before I fucking quit. Some of my friends put more. But, dog, the new player experience is so bad that as a veteran player, I wasn't even new. As a veteran player, I left the game for like 2 months, came back, and was completely lost. Didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go, didn't know what to click on, didn't know how to navigate menus, didn't know what the menus led to, didn't know how to buy the battle pass, didn't know how much the battle pass cost. Dog, it was fucking awful. And my experience was that I would turn on Destiny 2, I would look at all this shit and just be like, never mind. No, never mind. I don't want to have to go to goddamn Google and Google how to play your game. The fuck?
Oh yeah? You like it more than having a home? When I saw Mafia: The Old Country at $50, I'm gonna be honest with you, pimp, I thought they were gonna sell the Italian accent separately. I was relieved when I bought the game and found out they sold the funds separately. Recently, Assassin's Creed Shadows charged $70 and then still put all the best stuff in the shop. And they would have charged more, but they knew Ubisoft fans can't count higher than that. Hell, the big pop of microtransactions.
I think the last Ubisoft game I played that's not Assassin's Creed, The Division. Not even The Division 2. The Division. And do you guys want to know why I didn't play that game for all that long? Because it fucking sucked. Now I know. Let me guess. It's good today. Runs perfect today. Has all the content today. Oh, that's cool, bro. Yeah, it didn't have that when I fucking bought it. So fuck that game. Never going back. I don't go back. I no longer go back to games that had the opportunity to give me everything I wanted at the very beginning, but it's instead choose to give it to me 2 years later. Fuck you. I am not going back to previous content. I will just chalk that up as money wasted, accept my loss, and move on. I am not going back. What, you think that I'm a dog on a fucking leash and you can just be like, come here, boy. Come here, boy. Got new DLC? Huh? Got new skins? Yeah, fuck you. No.
Has bundles that cost 27 grand. That's 1,350 silk songs. Somebody's gotta let these money launderers know there's a better way. And every indie game that came out last week should have gotten out the way. I'll say the loud part out loud. Every indie game that releases in a post-silk song world is fucked. Quite frankly, I'm shocked GTA 6 is releasing in the same decade as this masterpiece. But enough foreplay, enough goofing. Let's get into the actual review of Silk Song. You ready? I had to refund it to afford Borderlands 4 Crippling Dead Edition. Thanks to the flock of pimps and thanks to everyone that...
I got a little more amped up during this video than I originally planned. Dog, it's just like, oh... it just... It's one of those things that is just so stupid that you have to get angry about it. I don't plan on staying annoyed, but like, you just have to. Because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't, I'm not going to get mad at you if you physically can't do something. If you tell me, hey man, that shit that you want, that's really complicated. The tech is kind of like in its infancy stages. We can't make that happen right now. I can respect that, dude, but like, y'all don't do that. Y'all talk around the problem. You issue out empty platitudes and false promises, and like, you won't even be upfront. You can't even be, you can't even be like, all right, listen, fellas, full transparency. Listen, this is how it's going. All right, shit's fucking hard. It's going kind of fucking slow. I know y'all want this content. I know y'all want this update, but guys, I mean, we can only code so fast. We only got these people, right? I feel like a lot of us would be willing to understand, but y'all don't do that. Y'all talk to us like fucking children, man. And I get that a lot of gamers are, but dog, it's like I don't know, man. Y'all, I've never seen such anti-gaming before. I just haven't. Everything they do is anti-consumer, and they still make money. It's crazy. Like, if I constantly told you guys to fuck off, and I was, every single day, would y'all show up to the stream, and I was just like a condescending ass to every single fucking one of you all the goddamn time, right? Like, no, man, and sometimes it doesn't matter how good the fucking game is. When you behave like a piece of shit to your customer, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good your game is. Your customer is going to remember that, and they're going to be like, well, you know what? Fuck you. We saw it happen with Battlefield 5. Remember when the CEO was like, if you don't like it, don't buy it? Guess what the gamers did? They didn't buy it. And then they're just like, oh, what happened? Why didn't it sell? Why didn't we make any money? Well, because y'all are turds, bro. That's it, at the end of the day. So tell me, the way y'all treat gamers, the lack of feedback that y'all take from the fucking gamers, and the fact that y'all barely even cater to the gamer anymore, tell me. AAA development, tell me. Why should we give you $80 goddamn dollars? Please, tell me. Give me a reason. Give me a reason. And if it's not the removal of skill-based matchmaking and the addition of Prox Chat, we ain't got nothing to motherfucking talk about. That should be in every fucking game. Okay, we're done. We're You got to know your audience. And like it seems like they don't know who to cater to anymore. It'd be like if tomorrow some of y'all are patrons, some of y'all, and thank you for it. Some of y'all are monetarily invested into the channel and Twitch and all that stuff. Would you stay monetarily invested to my channels if tomorrow I said, fuck doing this, fuck doing music, and I just started doing videos about scripture and the Bible and preaching God? Not that's a bad thing. I'm just using that as an example, right? I started doing that. Would y'all watch? Would y'all stay monetarily invested? No, because I'm not giving you what you want, and that's what. And gaming thinks that they can give you whatever the fuck they want. Damn what you say, and you'll still buy it? No. Who does that? It's almost like the gamers tell them what they want, and they're just like, nope, that idea is fucking stupid. We have better ideas, and we're not going to take your idea because if it comes from you, then what's the point of us? I feel like that's the logic. Why would we take your feedback? We're supposed to be the masters of this, right? We don't need your help. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want, and you're just going to like it. Word? Okay, bet. Because this is what I can do right here. You see this? I can do just like this. Check this out. Stay stuck in your goddamn ways, AAA development. Stay stuck in your ways. I'm not the only motherfucker that's doing that either. So, have fun with that. Get fucked. We need to move to a different video. Get out of here. Let's go something that won't put me in a bad mood, dog. It's like, but it's all good. I got plenty of games to play, man. It's just a goddamn shame, isn't it? Some of my favorite games that I don't even play anymore because it has just fallen victim to the vapid, soulless culture of gaming today, where, oh, dude, and don't even get me started on the games that they just appeal to 17 people instead of appealing to the masses of the video game that people want to play. Dragon Age. I'm sure all 17 of those fucking she, hers, and he, hims, and trans were really happy about your game. The rest of us, good God. You know what I mean? Like, it reminds me of the female celebrities, the female actresses that get on camera talking about, this movie wasn't made for you toxic fucking men, right? Men not welcomed. And we're like, all right. Bet, stay home, play video games with the boys. And then the movie bombs, and y'all still put the blame on us. Crazy, isn't it? How that works? Someone make that make sense. Crazy how that works. Don't come see our movie, you toxic fucking men. It's all females up in here, and the story's about female, and the Force is female, and Marvel is female. Fuck you guys. No entertainment for you. You already had your time with Tony Stark and all that stuff. It's our time, right? Okay, cool. Have your time. We don't go see it. They still get mad at us. How, bro? You're fucking baiting me. How? How is it our fault? You said don't come. I don't get it. Don't understand. Imagine me telling you motherfuckers to not show up to tomorrow's stream, and then I have the audacity to get mad because no one showed up. Y'all would call me retarded, wouldn't you? But no, these bitches get praise. You go, girl! Fight it! Fight it! Hell yeah! I know your movie only made $27, but yes, and I'm not gonna go see it, but yes, girl. That's what they do. Can't fucking stand it. Ruining IPs because you can't think of your own goddamn ideas. Instead, you just gender swap. Fucking lame. Okay. I missed the game Tenchu. Played it a long time ago. You know what game I miss? Man, you know what game I had so much fun with as a kid? Dead or Alive. Fighting game. Ooh, dude. I don't know what happened to me, man. Fighting games were my forte when I was a child. And then I got older. I grew up. I no longer like fighting games. I don't, man, Dynasty. Y'all remember Dynasty Warriors? Ooh! Dynasty Warriors, man. Dead or Alive. The Mortal Kombat games were fire. Street Fighter was fire. I cannot fathom playing a Mortal Kombat game today in my adult years. I can't fathom playing Street Fighter. I can't fathom playing Injustice. I don't know what happened, man. I was there. I was in it. But what do we got? Did I not copy this? Yeah, I did. Should have. Okay. No. Okay. No. I don't have to do that. We're good. Splinter Cell? I'll do one better. I mean, of course I do, but yeah, I'll do one better. Siphon Filter. Oh, buddy. I was on Siphon Filter like it was no one's fucking business. Man. That was just Crash Bandicoot, man. Like, dude, I really don't think it's nostalgia, bro. Gaming was just better back then. It's not hyperbole. I'm not being dramatic. Fucking ask anyone, man. Gaming was just better. And not even just gaming. Everything was better. Movies, music, pop culture, everything. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that everything that existed before the internet was just better in every conceivable way. And that's not up for debate. That's just wild. Ghost Recon? Yeah. I liked Soldier of Fortune, man. But I did play Ghost Recon, some of the early ones, man. Advanced Warfighter was probably like my favorite at the time. I didn't play a lot of Ghost Recon though, like early on, because I mean, fucking Halo existed. Left 4 Dead existed. There's a lot of fun shooters in the at that time, man. The early Ghost Recons anyway. And some of these shooters I just liked better than the earlier Ghost Recons and stuff like that. Man, as far as Assassin's Creed games, dude, probably be like Black Flag, Standout, Origins, Valhalla, Assassin's Creed 1 through 3, the first 3, probably best in the franchise. I mean, some of the other ones were okay, but at the end of the day, it was just Assassin's Creed, man. So like, the ones that didn't really stand out to me all that much, man, was probably like Syndicate, Brotherhood. There was another one. There was one Assassin's Creed that incorporated multiplayer at one point. That show was so dog shit. I was like, or maybe my internet was bad. I couldn't tell, but that show's bad. Shit, dude, StarCraft. It was like one of the first, aside from like Wolfenstein and Doom, StarCraft was like one of the first games I played on PC. I prefer StarCraft over Command and Conquer. I could probably get Command and Conquer Red Alert on my iPhone, actually. But that game's pay to win like a motherfucker on mobile, so. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid. Most of the Metal Gear Solids anyway. Early on. Fantabulous. What are we doing next, guys? SCP Black Meridian. Have I seen this before? If this is from like 3 or 4 years ago, I don't know. We'll see. OG Duke Nukem was good, but you know what fucking was not? I think it was Duke Nukem 3D or some shit. It came out for the Xbox 360. Duke Nukem something. That shit was horrible. Oh my god. I was so upset. I took it back immediately. And that was like one of the first times that I got pissed off going to a game store. Because when I was a kid, it was very easy. Bro, like you just bought these games, you played them, you never had to worry about taking them back for anything because the games were just good, right? And then, bro, that Duke Nukem game, that was like one of the first games that I was like, no, bro, I'm getting my money back now. It was one of the first times that I actually got pissed off. That was my first negative experience, my first bad experience at a game store. They were like, oh, nope, you already opened it, can't return it. I was just like, dog, I was in here 2 hours ago. What do you mean? I haven't even finished the game. Sucks. They were like, don't know what to tell you. I was like, oh, okay, so this is how it works. Got it. I was like, man, I want to play some Nintendo 64 games. Dog, download the Delta emulator. Guys, you have no idea what the fuck you're missing. Where is it? I'll just type it in. Delta, right here. See this? Pokemon Emerald. Oh, is that the only one I have? Look at that. Look at that. I can play Pokemon Emerald. I can play Fire, Red. I can play Yellow. I can play... And dog, on this emulator... Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. On this emulator, you can play Nintendo, Nintendo DS, Nintendo 3DS. You can play N64. You can play... Dog, it's almost endless how many different old consoles you can do with the Delta emulator. Download it. You won't be disappointed. You really won't. I promise you. When I first downloaded it, I was like, this is too good to be true. There is no way I can play Pokemon right here. Yeah. So, do it. Do it, man. Which I'm kind of concerned because I had Yellow on here and it's not on here. And I had Crystal. I had put some time into Pokemon Crystal and it's not on here either. That is concerning. As long as I didn't... Hold on. Guys, let me just make sure I didn't lose my save for Emerald. I started a new game on Emerald. I'm gonna have to start over. I did start over. That's what I did. I started new on Emerald for some reason, I think. I've done like 6 or 7 playthroughs with Emerald, and then that's why I moved to Crystal, but Crystal's no longer on here for some reason. That's unfortunate. Anyways, the Delta emulator you can use for all of the consoles that I just told you, but if you're trying to play PlayStation games, so from PlayStation 2 and prior, you can't do PS3. Not a lot of ROMs exist for the PS3 emulators, but for PS2, PS1, PlayStation, and PSP, you can download an emulator from your app store called PPSX PSP. Or so it's PSP PPX PSP. Just look for PlayStation emulator and it'll pop right up. And with that emulator, I actually played God of War Ghost of Sparta with a controller on my tablet, and it ran amazing. It ran flawless. It was so good. So yeah, definitely give that a try if you want to play some old games. Maybe even... I did choose Mudkip. He's fucking amazing. I made a mistake by going with... what's the fire one? Mudkip is fantastic because Mudkip transforms into... He evolves into another one that evolves into a really... It's a water Pokemon that... You could, dude, with Mudkip and the final evolution with the right EVs and the right IVs, you could damn near almost solo most of the gyms with just that one Pokemon if you wanted to. Torchic, yeah, Torchic. That's the one I chose first, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't think so. So I went to Google and I was like, what do people usually pick? What's like the best starter? And I started over, picked Mudkip, and I was like, yeah, this is the fucking one, dog. Swampert. Yeah, Swampert is so good. Man, I had a really good team, too. Man, I had Swampert. Oh, dude. And I EV train as I play with my new playthroughs. On my first couple playthroughs, I finished all the gyms, and I did I finished all the gyms and did what's after the gyms. It's Battle Frontier, and started a little bit of the Battle Frontier. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really really fun. I had some really really good Pokemon. So I started over and I EV train as I play. I on some of the earlier playthroughs, I finished the game and then started EV training, and I was like, no, that's taking way too long. So Elite Four, yeah. So I would finish all the gyms, the Elite Four, and then all that stuff. So what I might do is I might do it again, go with Mudkip again, and then this time on this playthrough, I'm just gonna go for trying to catch everything. On top of finishing the Elite Four, which is easy, and then I really want to actually fully complete the Battle Frontier, and then get all of my whatchamacallit, my learned moves, because you can buy learned moves from the Battle Frontier, which is what I do for certain Pokemon, because I use certain moves for certain Pokemons and stuff like that. So if you've played, but yeah. And I also do use cheats. I have to, bro. I don't use cheats to make the game easier to just one hit Pokemon. I use certain cheats to just like quality of life. And with emulators, there's like a slew of different cheat codes you can use. Half of them I don't use because it would make the game too easy and too boring. But yeah, there's other cheats in there that I do use, man. Like when I start a new playthrough, I go ahead and use a cheat code for a fucking bike. I'm not running, bro. I'm not. And also on an emulator, you have a button built into your emulator to where you can increase the speed of your emulator. So even if you didn't have a bike, your character is still moving like 1,000 miles an hour. That's how I get through all the gyms and the story so quickly. Yeah, dude, like, well, I try not to use too many rare candies because the rare candies actually go against EV training. And EV training is earned values, and you can only get these earned values by fighting specific Pokemon. So if I wanted to max out all of my earned values for specific stats on Swampert, then I would have to take Swampert and fight something very, very specific. So like, I can't remember what it is, but think of a Pokemon. I have to take Swampert, avoid everything else, and only fight that one Pokemon. Like, I don't know, like 80. If you use the Macho Brace, it's like half that, but like between 80 and 120 times you got to fight this Pokemon to max out that earned value stat on your Pokemon. And if you use rare candies, you don't get an earned value for that stat. You just get the basic level increase with whatever random stat increase it gives you. With EV training, it's very specific and very deliberate. So I don't use the rare candy cheat, rarely, if ever, for the most part. Sorry, I'm a fucking nerd, man. But it's good because y'all are just as nerdy as me, so it's not like I'm talking to myself or anything. Oh shit. Ugh. All right. What is here? I've seen some SCP ones before. Okay, I definitely haven't seen this. This is from 7 days ago. So the SCP ones that I saw was like Dollhouse and something else. It was Dollhouse and another thing, and that was like 3-4 years ago that I had watched that. But definitely haven't seen this. Black Meridian. All right.
Build a website you love with Wix.
And all that. All right. Before we start, I destroy magnetite and magnetons with either water or earthquakes. Rock Slide is quite possibly the best move in the game if you're going against flying Pokemon, which there's so many flying Pokemon. And not only does it affect flying Pokemon, it affects ground Pokemon. I think the only thing Rock Slide doesn't affect is shit like Doug Trio Shit like physical characters, Rock Slide won't do shit to Machamp. It won't do shit to like the fighting ones for the most part. So, but yeah. All right, guys, take a quick little smoke break. All right. So if y'all need to, good Lord, if y'all need to do anything in the realm of shit, shower, shave, or quite possibly let your dog out, then feel free to do that. I'm gonna take a quick little smoke break, and then we'll get right back to it. I need to change the battery on my Emerald game. Battery? I forgot that I started over in Emerald. I had such a good team. It's fine though. I don't mind starting over in those games. And I'd much rather play it from my phone than from my tablet. I was using that Delta emulator on Pokemon for my tablet, but that screen's so big and... So, oh, and yes, Camo, you can put a request in, by the way. Yes. Can someone put a link to the Discord in chat for me, please? For Camo. That'd be fantastic. Okay, I was about to say, where the fuck are we?
'Twas a Snickers bar. Now
sorry. If no one puts a link in the next
My name
2
is
seconds,
Tami,
I'll do it.
and I would like to give you a few reasons why you should consider dating.
Okay, let me find it real fast. So, God. Copy. Don't worry, I got it. Kevin, what's good? That's the link to the Discord, and I'll be right back. Quick little smoke break, guys. All right. We've arrived. It's cold as hell out, dude. It's not even fun. Not that it's supposed to be, but it's not snowing. And to be this cold without snow, not even worth it. It's actually bullshit if you ask me. I bought an Atari game console from Walmart. Got 300 games from all Atari consoles. Dude, that's badass. Have y'all seen like the modern looking Game Boys that have like 21,000 games on them? I'm debating on buying it. I need to read up some actual reviews, not some shit that I see in a fucking ad. Okay. We're watching, you know what, for this, we're changing cameras for this. This is a whole ass short film. So for this right here, we're going, oh. There you go. Is that good? That suffice. You like this? This will be better for y'all. Are you talking about an RG34? Nope, because I don't even know what that is. You have 1 foot of snow already? It's gonna snow here, but and it'll probably be like maybe half that, but all right. How many of you are gonna get fucked on? We're after an SCP, so, and from what I've seen, these things don't take too kindly to being fucked with in any fashion. So we're gonna have casualties here. That is for sure. Damn, no one looked right? Not a soul? During that room clearing procedure? That's crazy. Not a single person looked right. There we go. That was better.
Clear. Index. Good run, guys. Good run.
Training.
Keep getting jammed up in that fucking doorway.
Probably picking up in the.
Well, it's a lucky thing that it's just that doorway, because not all doorways are going to be the same.
Other than that, everything was a good run. Could probably work on your footwork over there, probably.
Yeah, footwork felt sloppy.
Since we're training, I just do want to go back here, man, because right here. Okay. I'm going to give some benefit of the doubt here. by the way the camera is and his angle, out of his peripheral vision, he probably could see the corner of this room. Right? Maybe. But yeah, these fuckers have nods on. And he has a single eye night optical device covering his left eye, which means with that right eye, it's completely dark. Man, it might seem like the room is lit because that's just the way they filmed it, but it is dark in here. How much of that corner you reckon he can see? I would look in that direct direction, dog. Not just leave it up to peripheral vision or like, oh, hey, my sector of fire. It just so happens to be kind of, sort of, a little bit in my sector of fire. I don't know, man. All right, we're going to go. Oh, hold on. Third guy. Right here. Third guy. What are you doing? See how homie went left? You should have gone. You're not going in the middle like this. Go right. The guy behind you is supposed to be in that position. Now we're just clusterfucked at the door. I don't know. Y'all do it how y'all want. Everything else went fine. That first entry looked awful to me. Not filming or like bad or anything, but
Picking up in the
nobody.
I don't know. It was a good one. Could probably work on your footwork over there, probably.
Another thing that none of them did is nobody looked up, bro. Nobody. No. Oh, dude, we did that. We did that when you go in, bro. You go that first person in, whether you're going left or right, man. You go corner. Actually, you go corner, direct corner, and then up. I would do it if I was first and I was going in immediately to the left, like it was a center fed door with a door that opens up that way. I'm going in, slamming the door against the wall, make sure no one's behind there, checking that immediate first corner, panning to this corner, and then boom, immediately looking up to the left-hand corner. Look up, man, because just to look up, you never know. I don't know.
Yeah, footwork felt sloppy, but it was okay. Yeah, man.
Could have been a little quicker coming in the front, but that's all right.
Hey, what's up?
That was a long, drawn-out explanation. Go time, fellas. Put your brown pants on. We're gonna need it. Or maybe someone died. Yes. Never mind. I thought that was the call to arms. It's not. This is actually worse. I'd rather be in a firefight than at a funeral. What's the relation here? Brother, sister? I want to assume wife. I honestly can't tell, bro, because grief is grief. Regardless the family member. And he looks mad. You shouldn't be at that funeral, dog. Get the fuck out.
I could kill him.
Yeah, dude, he took his jacket off. He's rolling his fist. He's rolling his cut. Man, you about to get your ass whooped. Loosening the tie.
Got a lot of fucking nerve. Fuck! Stop! He was my friend. No one else in that fucking church was his friend but me. Like, I was there, okay? I found him, and I tried everything that I could. I'm fucking sorry, man.
Yeah, his brother.
Adam, where did you get the drugs, Adam?
No. Don't fucking lie to me! Where? I don't know! Okay. Stop.
He folded fast. He went from I don't know to all right.
He started to go to a different guy, and he took me once, okay? He was telling me that was the best shit that he's ever had, better than anyone else. So I went.
His brother was either a drug dealer or a drug addict. I'm leaning more towards drug addict because dealers don't indulge in their own supply, especially if it's hardcore stuff, because it clouds your judgment. You're supposed to be a businessman, and you don't want to let your guard down, especially being a drug dealer, man. It's a harsh world. That is a harsh world to live in. So I'm leaning more towards drug addict.
With him, and when I showed up, this is something it was off. So I fucking freaked. Something was different. I'd see him today. I'm sorry. Yes. I've been cursed ever since.
Where, Adam?
Damn, whatever he saw or experienced the last time he saw his brother was alive was enough for him to quit drugs. Something was different and I freaked out, and I've been clean ever since. Shit. Take me there, because I have a whole bunch of badass friends that would love to meet whoever quite possibly killed my brother. Now the question is, that answers my question. Never mind. A third man that didn't come out of the house is now going into the house, or what I would assume is a trap house. Someone's still in there. When reconnaissance is done, load up. Commander Smushy, what's good, Doc? appreciate you showing up, man. I thought that I was only ever gonna see you on Twitch, but how goes it, man? I will say, from what I've seen so far, like, the acting is not bad in these, man. I mean, obviously, we're not like seeing like Leonardo DiCaprio type shit, but like the acting's pretty decent. It's not bad. By yourself? Brother, you have homeboys that would gladly go with you. Oh, your brother died because of this house right here and quite possibly some shady shit happening? If you ask, I guarantee they won't say no. I don't care your training or how badass you are, man. I love my battle buddies. I'll always need them. There's no reason to not have them with you. You know what I mean? Like, stronger together. Right? The guy inside could have backup. There could be multiple people in here with multiple weapons just readily available to grab. You don't know if this place is booby-trapped. The only reconnaissance you've done is who's gone in and out. But hey. If y'all are just tuning in, his brother died in this house. His brother was a drug addict. They don't tell you any of this shit. This is just everything that I've gathered so far. Brother was a drug... This place sucks. Brother was a drug addict. And his investigation of his brother... He talked to his brother's best friend, and his brother's best friend told him that this is the last place that he was. So, doing a little bit of investigating. Oh my god. Well, we got our answers, ladies and gentlemen. That will do it. That is enough to make you quit drugs. He said he was sober ever since? Shit, and he didn't freak. He got teleported into a whole nother realm of fucking consciousness. That's a black hole. In the sky. And dude, I was wondering, I was like, this is an SCP video. When is the SCP shit gonna start? Well, here it is. We're way past the death of your brother, bro. We're in a what? I'm over that already. I got questions. What the fuck? Are we just gonna keep looking left? Or for us, right? Yo, the cinematography here is top notch. I always forget how well made these videos are. It's been a while since I've seen one. I don't understand how they haven't made this a movie yet, or like just this series of shit. Like, I don't understand how this hasn't made it to the big screen. so eerie. I can't tell if it's dark outside or if this is just like the effect of being in here to where the sky looks like that. But it's somehow dark and daytime at the same time. That's a cool effect. Do you want me to get on that fucking boat and come to you? You're high. This is one of the more cerebral SCP videos that I've seen. My thoughts exactly. This is symbolizing that the more you fight it, the more you sink. Almost like quicksand, but with water. This is terrifying. What happened to the good old days of just like the aliens showing up and we just shoot at the aliens, huh? Bring back the old school, because this I don't want no part of this shit right here. If I got people to shoot, that's cool. This? No one's trained for this shit. This is mental fucking warfare. Yeah, and it's daytime. How much time did you lose? Dog, he arrived here at like 2 o'clock in the morning, quite possibly even midnight. It is day. That's how I feel after a seizure. A lot. Except less limber, because he is tense as shit. Oh, that's kind of how I feel. It's like getting struck by lightning. Let's get out. Burn it down. Burn it down. Come back with a jug of kerosene. Quite possibly some C4, some jet cord, the whole nine, man. You're an operator. Blow that shit to fucking hell. Or call the government. Those are my... Those are my two immediate courses of action. Call the government, or blow it the fuck up.
3-1 to shoot for 3-6 status, over. We're rolling in this time. Yeah, but...
I think these guys work for the government, though. I mean, look how they're fitted, man. They look like Navy SEALs. Probably contracted by either some kind of government entity or the government itself, maybe military of some kind, special operations, SOF, of the sorts. They are the government, probably. Yeah, we're investigating now. He told the government. That's, yeah. What kind of meter is that? What is that looking for? Interdimensional presence? Because that's what I feel like that was. Oh, this flash. Oh, turn the flash off. Or maybe that's the point. Bro!
Can you please state your name and unit? My name is...
They're military.
With Psi 7.
Psi 7?
Can you please state your name and unit for the record?
Psi 7.
Bro, there better be a part 2 to this or I'm pissed.
So initially, my team was tasked with surveilling the property. It was pretty quiet. At about 1,500 hours, we saw a civilian enter the AO. He appeared to be scouting, but his intentions were unknown. He was there for around 2 hours, left at about 1,700. That same civilian returned later on with full kit.
What? So the guy we were watching is a civilian. He's not military. That was kind of confusing to me because a lot of military guys, especially special operators, they do training like that, either during their military career or after their military career, depending on what kind of like career path they chose. You know what I'm saying? So like, I thought he was military and this was just like, I don't know, blowing off steam, doing some training, yada yada, right? We see Navy SEALs do that shit all the time. He's not military. These guys are military, and they've been surveilling that fucking house, and they basically used that guy going in as like a, well, it's better him go in than us. Let's just see what happens. We know what's going on here. We're aware of what the fuck is going on inside of this house, but let's see what this guy finds out. Damn.
We asked intelligence what we should do. They said stay and just continue recon. At around 900 hours.
So he's a civilian that just is really good at well, minus that first entrance, which was kind of botched in my opinion. But you know what I'm saying? He's a civilian and does he do this for fun? Or does he do that training to blow off steam? He's got a whole bunch of friends, right? Maybe ex-military or something, but I just feel like when military say civilian, we really mean civilian like you've never served, because I don't look at veterans as civilians. I look at you as a veteran. You know what I mean? There's like a distinct difference there for me. He said civilian. That was just confusing a little bit. But damn.
Same individual exited, and he looked unaffected. We let intelligence know again.
Unaffected?
They advised that they were going to put a tail on him. So after he left, we went ahead and made entry.
Unaffected. Well, then again, I mean, yeah,
It was very, very still in there, and it was really hard to see. The visibility was very, very low. We ended up turning around, going back to the opposite threshold. As we were getting close to that threshold, the point man's devices started to go off.
What did you see, soldier?
We decided to make entry through the threshold. As we did, it entered into this larger room. Point man's equipment starts going off like crazy, and we just see this. And we knew immediately that was outside of our SOP.
They are special operators. A special operator basically saying, this is above our pay grade, dog. We can't do this. That's terrifying, isn't it? Nation's finest, right? Imagine the Navy SEALs coming back to us, Americans, right? And being like, ladies and gentlemen, we got nothing for this. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Tip of the spear. That's terrifying, dog. Like,
the lights were shining all around it. You can't see exactly what it was. We exited the structure. We let we recommended Mu 0 take our place with Lambda 5.
Can you tell me what happened to the point man?
Point Man's in a different universe. Gone. Cameraman didn't survive this situation like he does 99.9% of the other times.
Super.
Something tells me that the point man for them is the guy with the little meter that is like, I don't think point man has a weapon. Or maybe he does, but how effective do you think he's going to be with that weapon if he's simultaneously holding this fucking thing that is supposed to be scanning for whatever it is they're looking for? Something tells me point man's a fucking pawn, dog, that just got thrown to the fucking void just to see what was up. I mean, it's what he signed up for, but what happened to the fucking point man? I don't know, man. Yeah, that's how I've always seen it. Commander Smishing. That was good. That was trippy. I thought that SCP had their own Overlord. That's the one I watched. I watched Overlord. That's 5 years ago. Overlord and Dollhouse. Everything else, I've seen this one now. Dog, is there a sequel to this? Is there a part 2? Is there... What's happening? I need to know. Yeah, I would love to see some kind of part 2 to that of some kind. All right. Yeah, I see that you put 3. I'm gonna do 1 and then get on to the and just keep going and then I'll double back. But yeah. Okay. Let me click on the first one. No, wait. I saw this. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, hold on. Saw that one. I don't think see, let's click on this one. What was this? I think this was about the space race. Didn't we watch all these? Where did you say you put it? I saw, okay, 20, I saw this one. All right, where? Well, go ahead and put it in the Discord. Oh, you haven't submit, okay. Cool. Let me. See what this is.
Okay, so you're surfing through Netflix, see this show
Hold on
pop
now.
up, and decide, maybe.
Oh, this, okay, this is what you're talking about. This is what you're, okay, got it. Before we start this, speaking of Netflix, what is going on with Netflix? It's all over my feed, man. Netflix won. Netflix owns everything now. Something fucking, yeah, to that nature. What is that? Cause I don't know. There's been like a lot of talk with Netflix. Apparently they're doing it big. Didn't they just buy Warner? I think that's what. Yo, really? Hold on. What? Oh my fucking god, I'm not even typing. Oh my god. Netflix has struck a nearly 83 billion deal to acquire Warner Brothers and HBO Max. Good God, beating out Paramount and Comcast after a bidding war that I didn't even know was happening. That's what happens to DC? Hello? Anyone? What happens to DC is Warner Brothers. What happens to everything that Warner Brothers and I ain't really worried about HBO Max, but Warner Brothers, what happens to all of their... That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to be so optimistic about this. Maybe it gets better, right? Because looking at it now, it can't get worse. But, you know, the thing about saying that, Commander Smushy, is that, you know, sometimes you kind of like shoot yourself in the foot and it does get worse. But, nah, man, it can't. There's no way. It can't go lower than that. It can't go lower than what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some bits and pieces of the DCEU that I do like, but not to the same degree of my love for Marvel pre-Endgame. You know, so, I mean, it can only get better, hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see what... That's crazy. That's why I kept seeing, thumbnails on my feed talking about Netflix owns everything now. Y'all got bought by a streaming platform, bro. Hopefully Netflix doesn't squander it. You know, this is all good and everything, but you know what we should do, Netflix? Now that you just acquired Warner Brothers, right? And in the long run, that 83 billion is going to be a drop in the bucket compared to what you're gonna make after this acquisition. How about lowering the fucking prices? Just a hair for all of us, sweetheart. Just a little bit. I remember a day where Netflix wasn't expensive at all. It was actually one of the most inexpensive purchases, monthly purchases that you probably had at one point. And now you're having internal conversations and internal struggles with yourself on whether you should do it or not. Right? So, I don't know. Just me. Maybe do everybody a fucking solid. Yeah, and let allow us the ability to share fucking accounts. That was like the best part. One account to rule them all. Dog, and it was great. Everybody loved it. And then for some reason, money. It's not for some reason. That is the reason. Money. You were like, nope, all you leeching fuckers got to get your own accounts now. Like, whatever, man. Anyways, yeah, let's get back to... Because... I have Netflix, and just last night I was scrolling and couldn't find anything to watch. I ended up watching like an 18-minute video about the origins of Darkseid. So maybe tonight, when I'm done playing some Fortnite with my boy, I'll fire up some of this.
Okay, so you're surfing through Netflix, see this show pop up, and decide, maybe I'll watch it. I mean, I've heard good things, but how good could it really be? Well, today we're going to talk about...
I've thought that exact same thing. My buddy Brad has told me so much about this show, and he genuinely gets angry at me every time he asks me if I've seen it, and I say no for the millionth time. It bothers him. So maybe I'll be able to make him happy one of these days.
But 8 reasons why Arcane League of Legends is genuinely amazing, and more importantly, why you definitely should watch it. And no fancy long intros this time. Instead, let's just hop right into it.
I'm down.
So, reason number 1 is simple. You don't have to be a League player or know anything about the game to fully immerse yourself in this experience.
Good, so good.
I'm not a League player myself, but
That's one thing that it strikes me as a it's hard for me to get into some. That's why I love the Fallout show so much, man. Because I have played Fallout in my day, but I'm not the biggest fucking nerd for Fallout. I don't know every single intimate detail of that world, right? So the fact that I could immerse myself in that show without having to have spent 4,000 hours on 4, New Vegas, 1, 2, 3, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's always pleasant. I like that. That's great.
that didn't stop me from enjoying the hell out of this show. The way everything is presented is easy to follow with a
And I do like the color. The color is appealing to the eye. The aesthetic, the color palette, and the art style. I do like that.
Strong beginning, middle, and end. So there's no need to go leafing through websites trying to update yourself on all the heroes in the game or the overflowing wiki pages on endless lore.
Oh my god, Brad, how did you even know? How did you even know? You fucking weirdo. How did you even know? You don't show up to any of my streams for months. I think you're dead. I haven't heard from you in eons. And then when we start watching something that you fucking love, you just appear. Out of the fucking ether. What's up, dog?
Instead, you just need to sit back, relax, and press play. Number 2 is the unique animation style. And I'll admit, maybe not everyone is going to love this style, but I would argue for many, including myself, it's absolutely beautiful. It manages to grace the line between full 3D and stop motion, having the sharpness and lighting enhancements.
And I really like stop motion animation. One of my favorite movies that is stop motion is y'all remember the movie Chicken Run? That's my shit.
Of CG, but with a painterly quality to every frame that makes the movement feel wild, exciting, and engaging. Now, I haven't seen an animation style that surprised me this much since I watched Klaus or the Spider-Verse.
I did like the Spider-Verse.
The visuals washed the show in
I haven't seen the most recent one, so I should definitely do that.
Colorful palette of vibrant and nuanced colors, and it just gives the viewer variety as well as really giving off an extremely impressive amount of detail that you usually don't see in full-length features. This in turn...
Whenever we get to it, Camo, you can just give me the name of the title of the video and the channel, and I'll just search it up myself. It's not a big deal, man.
Helps to set the show apart from other animations out there, and I think in the near future we might be seeing other companies learning from this example and in turn creating their own series that mirror a similar style. That I'd love to see. Reason number 3, without a doubt, is the terrific pacing of the show. Now, when I first watched this, I was half expecting a bit of a grind for...
Dog, I've literally seen this scene. This looks like a bar. I've literally seen, and this character, I think, in a music video for... I could be wrong. In a League of Legends music video.
Exposition and a squeezed out ending like so many other shows have struggled with. But instead, Arcane is extremely well executed. Every episode, while part of the main story, manages to feel different from the last, with things continuously ramping up as the season goes on. I can't even describe the amount of times I just smiled because the show just did such a great job at giving everyone decent screen time, while maintaining a narrative that bounces around without ever once getting confusing, which brings me to my 4th reason you should watch the show. Number 4, the characters. These characters, I'm sure, are well known within the world of League, but now fan art of Jinx and Vi are popping off on social media everywhere, and the show is beginning to enjoy immense popularity within not only the gaming community, but even the entertainment industry at large. And much of this is due to the great writing that helped to flesh out each and every character in this show. The good guys, even the villains, almost everyone is a fully realized character that feels like they really live and breathe in this world. Honestly, I just couldn't get enough, and after binging all 9 episodes of the first season, I can tell you all the mini...
How many seasons? How many seasons? Please be, like, at the very least 4 already. At the very least, right? Maybe 3? 2? Okay. As long as there's more than 1 season, because one thing that I don't like watching a show that only has one season. I get sucked in, I get invested, I get addicted, and then it's just like, oh, gotta wait now. No. At least now I can just fucking binge. So.
Plots, the characters' names, and their roles in the story. Now that's pretty impressive for a franchise I knew very little about.
I will watch the first episode of this tonight, and if I'm down, maybe it'll transform into 3-4 episodes. But I will watch episode 1 of this tonight.
A week ago. Number 5 is the world of Arcane. Piltover is a beautiful playground for the rich, as well as a center for innovation in the arts. Zaun is a dark, moody underworld that resides below the surface, and serves very well as the antithesis to everything Piltover stands for. And between these two, the fabric of Arcane's world is embedded in the framework of each character as well as each conflict that plagues the societies. And instead of half-baked, force-fed political ads by idiots in Hollywood, this is a political story to its core about what's going on in the world of Piltover. Putting the viewer into the shoes of the citizen or an outcast from the underground. What I love about this is that it just feels so complete, so fleshed out. Like everything in this world has been carefully woven together by people who just really care about the story. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody pulled a Tolkien and just started inventing actual, Piltover languages that you can learn to speak. That's how well fleshed out this world is. From a League newcomer, in all honesty, it's just astonishing.
I'm down.
Now, number 6, the voice acting. Now, voice acting is not necessarily something I cover much because besides really obvious examples like Cowboy Bebop's dub being great or Squid Game's dub being an absolute dumpster.
Dude, I still haven't seen Cowboy Bebop and I still haven't seen Squid Games at all. Oh, and I still haven't seen Stranger Things. Brad, I told Jared, I was playing with Jared last night and he was like, dude, have you seen Stranger Things? And I was like, not a single episode. He's like, you're a piece of shit. I was like, I know. He's like, you're missing out on a fucking cultural phenomenon, man. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, dog. Maybe one day. I just gotta find the time. I'm not opposed to any of the shit that gets recommended to me. It's just like, gotta find time for it.
Fire, it's hard to rate how well a voice actor is actually doing most of the time. Personally, I think it's a very subjective thing. I mean, sometimes people disagree or agree on which VA is good and which is bad. But usually it's just down to opinion. That being said, the Arcane League of Legends voice acting is absolutely amazing, and this is a fact.
It has to be.
What makes this voice acting so amazing is that every character in the show genuinely sounds like they are that person. Now that might sound silly, like they should just sound like that in most situations, but in all honesty, this isn't always the case. We've all seen the 40-year-old man play a teenager or a woman who can't really sing, cough out a musical number anyway because a producer just said, we gotta make it work because of budget or whatever, but I'm saying this acting really brings an edge to the cast. Jinx has this vulnerable yet angsty and unstable quivering voice, constantly fluctuating between vulnerability, nihilism, and outright insanity. Jace has a compassionate yet unsure and impressionable voice, and you can feel Vi's regret in almost every statement she makes. I mean, these actors really understood the characters they were portraying, and that shows in how real and dynamic each of them sounds. This leads right into reason number 7, the script. Man, this script is so good.
That's the most
While
important.
a bad script can alienate the viewer's connection to a perceived character because of an...
Honestly, I think that point number 7, reason number 7, is one of the most important aspects, if not the most important aspect of any show or any movie. Like, yeah, the CGI, the graphics, the VFX, that's all well and good, but guys, how many times have you seen a movie that had shit fucking visuals, but it was still compelling and it was still good and it still resonated with you because of the script or the story? It doesn't have to look pretty, man. It just has to be entertaining, right? It has to capture you, right? So that, to me, that's just always the most important thing.
Narrative inconsistency in what they say and do. A good script brings tension, it brings emotion, and most of all, it makes you care about the story. And I did. I really cared about all of the characters. Like I said before, even the villains I cared about. Number 8 is the potential. Now, I chose this for the final reason you should watch Arcane, because I think one of the big questions is where does it go from here? And I don't even mean just this one show. Other studios or even Riot Games themselves will likely release other IPs in coming years like this one, especially considering the success of Arcane.
Yeah.
But what I want to know about Arcane is how it will handle the rest of its story, and the potential is just honestly endless. The first part...
I mean, with something like this, if it's this well received, anything in the future is and should be done by the people that made this. The problem that happens is you have something good, but then it gets picked up by somebody else, maybe a different writer, maybe a different VFX group, maybe a different publisher, and it gets done in a completely just, you know what I'm talking about? Someone else takes it and fucks it, right? So as long as they keep the same crew working it, they keep the team together and you stay successful. But the second this falls into the hands of someone else, I just don't even know if it would ever live up to what this is, right? Being that it's so well received.
Set up so much. The world, the characters and their mental health, and a possible war approaching as well. All we need to do is...
Arcane, this was made by Riot? I don't know why I thought it was made by somebody else that was like connected to Riot. But you know what I'm talking about? Hopefully this doesn't... like what they did with Rings of Power. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Is to see what happens in part 2 or season 2, and honestly, I have to say I am so excited. So if you haven't seen Arcane and you're considering it, I absolutely endorse you to give it a try. I don't want to hype it up to unreachable heights, but I can say this is a genuine surprise coming out of Riot Games. They've done well on this one, really well. 9 out of 10 recommended.
I am down. And you know what? I actually appreciate videos like this. Not too often do I watch videos like this because I gotta be honest. Dude, sometimes negativity and rage is just a lot more fun. And a lot of times I find myself watching videos of people just basically telling me how fucking shit awful the movie is. And sometimes I'll watch videos of like someone trashing a movie or a film that I actively dislike, right? Because it just feels good. So I rarely watch videos like this, but I should probably start watching more videos like this just to get sold a little bit more, man. Because like, dude, I fall victim hard to just like sitting on Netflix and just scrolling. Even if there's something right there that I could click on and watch and enjoy, I'm still gonna scroll, man. I'm just gonna scroll. I need some fucking direction. You want to see the Elder Scrolls game become a show? You know, I wanted to see, what was disappointing for me is that I wanted to see Halo as a movie, an actual full-fledged series, kind of like The Matrix. I wanted to see at the very least like 3 or 4 films. I did not want to see a TV show about Halo. Fallout made it work. Somehow, some way, man. Fucking... And honestly, I don't know if they're doing this or not, or hopefully I can just speak it into existence, but they should definitely do a spin-off series with Walter Goggins' Ghoul. Man, that deserves it. His character deserves a whole ass show on its own, by itself. So, but I didn't want Halo as a TV series. I wanted Halo as a movie. From the very beginning. And when they said TV show, I was like, eh. And then they took Master Chief's helmet off, and I was like, yeah, that's a flop. That's chalked, man. Nix that. I don't know how they got a second season. It's wild. Yeah, the Ghoul, played by Walter Goggins. Yeah, he deserves his own spinoff. That should definitely have a spinoff. And dude, I loved all the characters in that show. There wasn't a character that I disliked at all. Even the bad guys, right? Even the people that have off motivations or could quite possibly be dangerous, right? Like I even like those characters. Favorite character being Ghoul, man. cool, and I mean, the chick is cool. But you know what I really want to see more of in the show? I want to see more of like what goes down inside those vaults. Like, I played the games and I'm very well aware of what happens above ground, but I don't know how much the game dives into it, right? And I definitely don't remember, but I definitely want to see more of what happens or what happened inside of those vaults. I was very well impressed with how they were telling the story. There was like a complete story happening underground and a complete story happening above ground. And I was like, bro, this is fire. So, Wolfenstein could be a good movie. I mean, they should. I don't see why not. They tried their hand at Doom, and that didn't come out good. I don't know if y'all like that, but I most certainly did not. Not a... Commander Smushy, I'm going to give this a watch tonight. You said up to episode 3? I will definitely watch up to episode 3. And I hope you don't mind if I use you as a reference for shit to watch in the future. Just as, like, your opinion. Because from what I've noticed, we like a lot of the same stuff. Wolfenstein's going to be made into a show? I don't know, man. I could see that. I suppose. But let's just hope that in the future, whatever shows we get that involve our favorite video games does not fall victim to the same fate as The Witcher. What a complete fumble of a TV series. And that's why I didn't even finish it. What's the point? I started season 1, I got up to episode 4, I was like, this is fucking ballin', right? And I was a little late to the party watching The Witcher, and I was like, this is fantastic, dude. Oh my god. And then I got news that Henry Cavill was out, and I was like, well, what is the fucking point? I was invested, I was there, I was excited, I was good, and now you're removing the only... And some people could have said, oh, just give it a chance, maybe the writing stays good. No. No. It never happens that way. A recast never happens for the better. The only time a recast happens and it doesn't affect anything is if that shit happens before filming starts. Not mid fucking way. Your main character, bye. Man, I was so done after that. I actually started watching Angry Joe's review of Black Ops 7 last night. I probably won't watch that on stream because that's like way too long. It's like 57 minutes. But I'm down for... out of all the ones you said, I'll check out Fleekazoid first. Hefe, take it easy, man. He did make a good Witcher. I feel like he made a good Superman. It's just the writers didn't give him much to work with. Like, I wish that Henry Cavill's Superman would have had the same type of energy that... I still can't remember his name. I'll remember it in time because everybody remembers the people that play Superman. But whoever played the most recent one, I like that, man. I like the portrayal. I like the energy of Superman. I liked his personality. And with Henry Cavill's Superman, dog, I just felt like I was watching Batman in a Superman costume. For real. Just like personality, the behavior, I guess it's supposed to be a darker Superman, but I mean, nothing else around the film was dark. It was just him. You know what I'm saying? So, kind of fell flat. Adik the One. You guys want to do a try not to laugh? Maybe Netflix will make the Darkest Night comics into a series. Oh, dude. There's so much. There's so much animated stuff in that regard that I've watched on Netflix, man. And I can't get enough of it, really, for the most part. I stay checking the sci-fi sections of all the platforms that I currently have. The only ones I have it, I don't really have any. I just use I use my buddy's Disney Plus account and my dad's Netflix account. But every time I check, and then I do watch shit on YouTube. If I find something good on YouTube, I'll gladly rent it. It's only ever like $4. But as far as all that, yeah, I've watched a lot of that stuff, actually. I'm always scouring the sci-fi section for new stuff. The most recent one I watched, man, have y'all seen Batman? Have you seen Batman and Superman Public Enemies? I watched that one. That was so good. And then immediately after watching that one, I think I watched All-Star Superman. That one was really good too. All right. Adik the one you say. You sent a video on Discord? Let me see. Where'd you put it? Oh, you DM'd it. Is this a song, Brad? We have to, if this is music, we got to do this on Twitch. We can't do music on YouTube. Sorry, man. Had you been in the stream yet? We'll be live on Twitch tomorrow. And I'll gladly listen to this. We actually listened to something Has Been Hotel related yesterday. It was something by Fable. It was a rap song. It was really good. Yeah, sorry, Brad. But we do this on YouTube. We run the risk of the whole stream getting just like cut completely. Yeah, let me. Ow. Brad, are you ever gonna come play Destiny Rising with me? Please. I guarantee you'd like it. And you don't even have to put an insane amount of time into it. And you don't even need to spend any money. Dog, like, I'm telling you, it's really good. I think you'd have fun. And then once you're done doing your daily shit that you need to do or grinding it out, just get off and then whatever. But and there's everything in there, man. I'm so down to play with you if you are. Spider-Man, what about Spider-Man? Commander Smushy? Anything you want to request, man. Whatever for anything. Speaking of cars, actually, I'll do you one. Have you heard of a man named Ken Block? Hands down, easily, one of the greatest drivers I've ever seen. Ever. Man. I know that you got, like, you know, your Indy 500, you got your NASCAR drivers, you got, you know, all that stuff. But this guy, oh my God. He's a different breed of driver. If I was the creator of a sports car, I would hire this man to do all my commercials. Oh, good. I'm hungry. All right, dude. 1 hour ago. Are you guys you guys ready for this? Try not to laugh. By the way, when we do this, there's like no grinning, there's no smiling, there's no nothing, and especially no laughing. Luckily, my beard can cover up a grin, so I'm good there. I know, dude, it's unfortunate. I didn't want to bring it up because it still makes me sad, but guy is so good. I would have hired him to do all the commercials. That's what I meant to say. But yeah. Is he like Shroud with cars? Yes, actually, that's a good comparison. Yeah. Yeah. He's legendary, man. I've never seen anything like it. That dude was Paul Walker simply just played the part. That dude was Fast and Furious. He was the embodiment of both words behind the wheel of that car. Oh, his daughter drives too? Does she live up to the hype? Killing it? Probably. I can't imagine she doesn't. And I can't even imagine her doing anything else with her time. Except for following after him, you know? Alright, so we're gonna... Do y'all care what scene we have this in? I can make what y'all see bigger and my face smaller, or I can leave it like this. How do y'all want it? You want me to change it, or do y'all want me to leave it like this? Bradley, you never answered me about playing Destiny. Yeah, I know, I heard about that. RIP to that guy too. No? Y'all don't care? I can leave it here? Alright. Leave it. No shrinking yourself so you can't cheat. How did you fucking know? I can't pull one over on y'all. At least put faces on these broads. They look like fucking creepy Squid Games characters. Fuck. Alright. Taking that out. I can't do that. Not right now. Try not to laugh. Challenge 75. I can't believe we're at 75. I deked the one. Let's go.
I want peanuts.
I want peanuts.
I want peanuts. I want peanuts.
I want
peanuts.
But why are you crying?
I want peanuts.
I want peanuts.
Sign says no smoking. This is Jack, my son. Jackson. That's not what I said. Sir, are you feeling all right?
Oh my god.
Oh, I heard the boss element glitch swoop in and save us at the last second.
Oh!
Do you believe in the saying, you are what you eat?
I don't remember eating anxiety.
I am a beautiful black woman that also sometimes identifies as a cat or a dog.
You look like an off Morgan Wallen.
What?
With a condition.
For a long time, I looked at myself in the mirror and I based myself based on what I read on the comments.
Oh my God.
I felt worthless.
Pussy
I felt
too.
ugly. I felt gay. I felt that like that.
I'm gonna tell my mom. I'm gonna tell my dad. What you guys gonna do? Fuck your mom. Mommy! Yo, look, honey bun. Where?
What a comeback.
We're married. Of course he drinks my milk more than the baby.
I'm Jay. I like to pee on her in the shower.
That is not interesting.
my god, you fucked him. You fucked him. You could. Oh my god.
What the heck are you doing?
You completely destroyed that man's composure.
The sicko is pretending to be an 8-year-old boy, and he thinks he's trying to hang out with another 8-year-old boy. So we're going to lure him here and maybe question his behavior.
It's gonna get what's coming on.
Okay, just text me he's here. We're gonna get this creep.
It's not the way that was supposed to go, was it? Oh my god!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus Christ.
Dude, does it really work like that? Stop! You make it squishy.
Oh my god, that's not fun. I'm never dating you.
Sophie Lightning, and these are some tips and tricks from a pro nerfer that
The
could help
worst
you win your next nerf
blowjob
battle.
of all time.
New cosplay.
I hope that was AI.
Okay.
That was.
Hey! Stop it! No!
What happened? Is he naked?
Why is that your immediate question?
I'm horny!
He was naked. I'm mistaken.
Why do you keep turning my seat warmer off?
Why do you keep turning it on? That's a seat warmer. It warms the seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you should not put a seat warmer on. But what we're not going to do is fry fish up in this motherfucker.
We knew there was a white mafia. It's Russian mafia, Asian mafia. You ever heard of Indian mafia? Is there an Indian?
I'm sure there
Got
is.
burned
I just
by
don't see that being
grandma.
threatening.
Oh, I'm sure it's
God, we're gonna kill you with a racketeering.
The Indian.
We want the money,
bro,
I'm gonna break your leg.
That's called Taliban.
Kill that
Aries.
motherfucker.
Really?
I run these fucking streets of Kabul. Just don't see it.
Battlefield. Wait, right? Yeah. Oh, you're so fucked.
What do you get when you guzzle down sweets?
Type 2 adult onset diabetes.
You truly believe there's two genders?
Wait, hold on. I gotta process this question because it's that easy? That's it? It's only two genders, of course, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's like you're playing a character in your videos about certain things that you believe in or not.
Yeah, white lie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I also used to be a man trapped in a woman's body.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and that was born.
North Korea, you better watch out. We're getting ready to
He
start
killed him,
launching
bro, and
redneck
she doesn't even
section.
realize it. She's so dense. I love
Would
that.
you knock
I forget
me
his
down
name, but he's awesome.
for $1 million?
Doug, for $1 million, I'm throwing you down a flight of stairs.
What is the name of Barbie's boyfriend?
Ken.
Yeah, Ken?
Yeah. Can you fit these nuts in your mouth?
This guy looks like a
damn it.
businessman.
I got by
He looks
dad.
like a business, a young entrepreneur.
Oh, he's looking out for bitches.
Aren't we all, my man? Aren't we all? Oh!
Twins.
You fucking nasty, deceitful, despicable, dumb bitch. I'm sitting here thinking this about to be some freaky shit because I see a hole in some spaghetti sauce and you come flat your flatulent ass up here and flat your flat ass. I know your ass